over 2.5 years ago, I got pregnant with my first son, Carter. We had a relatively good pregnancy up until 26 weeks. Carter was born at 5:55 on May 27th, 2011. And KT, my husband, was able to get there. I had sent him home because everything was good. And so the nurses were as good as they could be to hang on as long as they could to do the C-section. And Carter was born, and KT was there with me, and it was great. And he was on oxygen, but they said he was looking great for a 28-weeker. And at 28 weeks, they have a greater than 90% chance of survival. And we got back in the car middle of the afternoon, and we're driving up, and we got a phone call saying that he had taken a turn and that he wasn't doing that well to get up there. And we were just a couple minutes away, so we got up there as quick as we could. And we got in there. We weren't really sure what was going on. They said they didn't really know, and they weren't really sure what was happening, but it looks like he may have had an infection, and they were coming up with a couple different solutions. And then he continued to show signs of struggling. The nurse came to me and asked me if we wanted to call, if we wanted them to call in their clergy, or if we had somebody we wanted to call. And I didn't really know anything, and I was like, no, we're good. And then she gave me a look, and I was like, okay, that's where we are. So I called a very good friend of mine, and he came up as quick as he could, and he baptized Carter for us and sat with us and prayed. And we sat there and we prayed. And I asked God that if he was meant to be in our arms, to help him through this, and if he was meant to go to heaven, to please take him. And within a minute of that prayer, Carter went to be with the Lord. It humbled me, first and foremost. It made me realize that there are so many things I cannot control. I cannot control the outcomes of things. I do not know them. I can't have all of the answers. And that I have to just trust and have faith and rely on that to get me through and to continue to help me get out of bed every day. I've learned to pray more openly and not expecting a specific answer. I've learned that, I pray for peace. I pray for happiness with my family. I pray for a lot of things, and I don't know exactly how those will come. And I've learned to be okay with that and be okay with how he answers those prayers versus having an idea in my head of what that correct answer should be. It's not anything you can fix. I read a book right after Carter passed away, and they talked about the difference about being broken and broken open. And that really spoke to me, because you can choose to be broken and kind of try to glue yourself back together. Or you can be broken open and realize that the light can shine through and can create something more magical and beautiful than it was to start with in the first place. And so you have to make that choice. And if you depend on God and your faith, and to let that light shine through when you're broken open, it's the most amazing thing ever. At first, I tried to just put myself back together. I can be the same Amy that I'd always been. I'll be the exact same person I was in my family. I'll be the exact same person I was in my job. I'll be the exact same person I was in friendships. And I realized very quickly that didn't work. It left a void that I tried to fill with other things. And when I realized that wasn't it, I let God in, and I chose to be broken open. I chose to let him use his light to shine through me and hopefully continue to help me help others to help me be a better person, to be a better friend, to be a better wife, to be a better mother, to be a better coworker, and really make a difference in this world.